Hey guys, Big Nick here. I'm back again for my second video. As I hope you saw before this one, my NXT Takeover Dallas predictions, and here's my WrestleMania 32 predictions. So, I'm gonna start with the pre-show, the two matches. Supposed to be a third, but don't know yet. And the whole card itself. First match is the fix that. Let me fix that. Is the Usos versus the Dudleys, and this is gonna be a match that's really not gonna get that much momentum stuff. It's probably gonna be a short match, maybe 5 to 8 minutes long. It's on the pre-show. They got put on the pre-show over the 8-woman Divas tag match, which basically has a number of divas that we really don't care about, except maybe 3. But hey, the Usos and Dudleys, it's gonna be maybe a 2-star match. And I predict the Dudleys winning because Dudleys really haven't won that much since the summer. The whole rivalry with the New Day kind of buried the Dudleys almost. So yeah, turning them heel is probably one of the best things they did, but they'll win. And you know how they said the tables are gone? They lied. WrestleMania, they're gonna whip the tables out and put both Usos through them with a 3D. We're gonna see this. We're gonna see the Usos trying to put the Dudleys through a table, but the referee intervenes, and we're gonna see one of them already stuck on the top rope. Bubba probably takes, I'd see Bubba taking Jimmy out with like a Bubba bomb, or throw him into the crowd or something, where Devon's on the top rope, catches Jay for his part of the 3D, and then hits a super 3D off the top rope. Dudleys win, and then they put both Usos through tables just because it's WrestleMania. So next we have is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. This one's probably going to be the one so far out of the 3 Battle Royals that's really no one cares about. The first one, there's a little bit of hype to it because there was a number of noteworthy guys in it, and last year had the same thing, a number of noteworthy guys. This year's one is just going to be filled with jobbers, veterans, and probably the Wyatt family. The Wyatt family is probably going to be the most notable guys. Here's just like some of the names you're going to see. Big Show, Kane, Henry, Swagger, Tyler Breeze, the Social Outcasts. Probably Braun Strowman and Rowan. I don't see Wyatt competing in this match at all. I don't see it. We're going to have Damien Sandow sighting. We're going to have a Fandango sighting 2 weeks in a row. Yeah, those are the names I expect to see in the Battle Royal. Maybe we'll see some veterans return for the match. Maybe just to fill out the spots. Maybe we'll see like a DDP show up, or like a Kevin Nash, a X-Pac, something like that. Maybe we'll see a couple veterans just to fill out the spots because the roster's shrunk. Oh yeah, we'll probably see Goldust, R-Truth, but the Ascension. So I have 3 possible winners. 1, Mark Henry, because this is supposed to be his last Mania, and he's really never won anything but 3 titles. So have him have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal to his career. The other one I see is probably Kane. At this point in Kane's career, I believe he's going to turn 50 this year. He really has nothing left to do. He's really going to be like, he's an afterthought. He'll show up every now and then, fight, like win like maybe a match or 2 in a row, and then lose on the pay-per-view like he's done since 2014. And the other one is probably Braun Strowman. If WWE's really going to give him the kind of push we've heard about, I want him to be the big guy, the big monster heel, kind of like Khali was back in 06. I'd expect Braun Strowman winning this Battle Royal. So it's either going to be Strowman, Henry, or Kane. Those are really it. Everyone else is a jobber except Big Show. As I said, I don't want to see Bray Wyatt competing in this match. That's really it. That's really it. That's really all I see in this match. And okay, so now we're just going to go right to the card. Right to the main card. The Big Show, WrestleMania 32. I would call this Mania, like for the IWC. WrestleMania 32, what could have been, because this could have been probably one of the best WrestleManias of all time. Last year they did a great job last year, but this year they're gonna do a very good job. But it's not gonna be as what we expect, because I see this Mania being remembered for all the wrong reasons. Roman Reigns, all the injuries with guys like Cesaro, Rollins, Cena, Orton, Neville, Harper out, Sting. Of course, we have new faces on Mania that we didn't see last year or stuff, but before I get that, let's just start. Okay, first we're going to start off with the 8-woman Divas tag match. It's going to be Brie Bella, Natalya, Alicia Fox, and Paige. Look at Paige. Now she's in another tag match at WrestleMania against Team Bad, Emma, and Summer Rae with Lana in that corner. This is going to be terrible. It's going to be a 1-star match. Yeah, probably the worst match of the night, even worse than probably some of the other matches that are coming up soon. It's not going to be great, especially compared to the Divas title match later in the show. It's probably going to steal the show. Yeah, I see Brie Bella's team winning. She's going to win. It's her last hurrah. Daniel Bryan went out with a bang in his last 2 matches when you look at it. His last 2 big pay-per-view matches. Last year's Mania when he won the IC title, and Extreme Rules 2014 when he beat Kane. And I think it was an Extreme Rules match for the WWE title. So yeah, and I see Brie, and this is how they're going to win. Brie Bella is going to win via submission on probably Summer Rae or Tamina using Daniel Bryan's Yes Lock just to get the crowd to cheer them. So yeah, I expect to see something like that. If the other team was to win, which I really don't see it happening because Naomi's really made waves singles wise. It serves Summer Rae no purpose. It serves Emma no purpose. It serves Tamina no purpose. Emma really serves her no purpose because she's been doing so much work at NXT, and who knows what they're gonna do on the main roster. It serves Brie Bella's a way to go out on a bang. Natalya just to win. Paige to maybe get her back in the Divas title picture, and Alicia Fox just to get a win for Alicia Fox and Natalya being the 2 veterans of the roster. Okay, next we have is the first title match. Now this is in no order. This is I don't predict it being in this kind of order, but the U.S. title, Ryback goes up against Kalisto for the U.S. title. Now this match is not going to be great. It's going to be, I say alright, because they had a really good match on SmackDown in the tournament when Seth Rollins got injured, where Kalisto upset Ryback. I see Kalisto retaining the title. Kalisto's going to be selling a big time for Ryback, making Ryback look like this big, strong heel. So yeah, I see Kalisto wins. Probably going to be maybe a 2-star match, 2.5. Because it's going to have some good action, like Kalisto taking some big hits from Ryback. So yeah, I see Kalisto retaining. He's probably going to they're probably going to end it like a Salida del Sol on the floor or on the top rope like they did on SmackDown. Because if I recall on SmackDown, he had a Salida del Sol early in the match and Ryback kicked out immediately. So probably going to have to do it where they do it off the top rope or something again. Okay. Next match is a match we know is going to get announced probably today, probably tomorrow, and that is AJ Styles versus Y2J Chris Jericho. This will be their 4th match. It is AJ 2, Jericho 1. AJ 1 on Raw and SmackDown. Raw and Fastlane. Jericho 1 on SmackDown. Now that people are split with this match because we already saw it. AJ won the rivalry. Then they put him in Y2 AJ and broke him up immediately. And we're only dealing with the WrestleMania build for 2 weeks. If it does happen, I see AJ winning. He's going to beat Jericho. Maybe we get to see the Styles Clash at Mania. We've only seen it once. He hit it on Curtis Axel, the SmackDown of his SmackDown debut. So yeah, AJ wins. It's gonna be a great match because Fastlane was match of the year. This one's probably not gonna be like that one, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good one. I give it probably a 3.5-star rating because it's gonna be good, but not as great as all the other matches. Okay. So next on this list is I'll put this one next. The Divas title match, the triple threat match. Charlotte defends the title against Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks, the Boss. Now this match, I see it stealing the show. It's going to be great action. These 3 females are probably the 3 best on the roster besides Paige and Natalya. I see this being a 4-star match. It's going to be great. Probably one of the best Divas title match we've seen. Natalya and Charlotte had a great one at Roadblock. This one's going to be great. And I see Sasha Banks winning the Divas title by I would say by pinning Charlotte, not making her submit. Because all 3 of them do have submission hold. All their finishes are submission holds. Even though Charlotte does have the bow down to the Queen. I see one of them hitting like a super move off the top rope. And then Sasha comes in, hits the back stabber or something. But can't get Charlotte into the bank statement because Becky Lynch worked on Sasha's arm well in the armbar submission. Yeah, I see Sasha winning by pinfall, pinning Charlotte, and that's just going to lead to the continuation of that rivalry, probably up until the summer when Bayley finally gets a call up. It's going to be a great match, four stars, and Sasha Banks is the new Divas champion. Next on this list is we're going to have the Intercontinental title match. Now this one's going to be a fun ladder match. We have Kevin Owens defending his title against Ziggler, Zayn, Miz, Sin Cara, Zack Ryder, and Stardust. It's going to be fun. Probably not as good as last year's ladder match because they had bigger names in it. But yeah, we got Sami Zayn who is doing double duty that weekend, coming from the TakeOver show. His first Mania, Kevin Owens' first Mania. We have Zack Ryder at Mania. So I see there being three endings for this match. We'll see Kevin Owens probably retain. Kevin Owens probably would retain, doing what he does best, probably screw over Ziggler or Zayn. Like they got it, and then he just pushes them off the ladder and climbs up. We got Sami Zayn winning the Intercontinental title, coming off his takeover match with Nakamura. It's gonna be a great match there. Or maybe something news thrown in. Maybe we see Stardust or Dolph Ziggler get the title. Stardust, when he was Cody Rhodes, held the title twice, and Ziggler, I believe, is a 4-time champ. So yeah, he was 4 times. The majority came back in 14. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. So those are 3 possibilities. We see a Ziggler or Stardust maybe get it, Owens retaining, or Sami Zayn winning. Because the only thing he held the NXT title 2 months? I believe that's the shortest reign. I believe Owens held it a little bit longer. Yeah, gonna be a good match. Not as great. It's probably will get the 4-star because of the addition of the ladder. So it's probably gonna be that 4-star match because of the ladder. Okay, next on this list we have is the New Day, Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Xavier Woods versus the League of Nations, or as I call them, the League of A-holes. Wait, this ain't a PG channel. League of Assholes. Sheamus, Barrett, Del Rio, and Rusev. Looks like it's going to be a 4-on-3 handicap match. It looks like it was going to be for the tag team titles, but as I read earlier today, it doesn't look like it's going to be defend for the tag team titles. Looks like it's just going to be a handicap match. Maybe maybe they changed it, or it is for the tag team titles. They just haven't said anything about it. But I see in this match, it's going to be a decent match. It's not going to be great. It's going to be alright because really no one cares about the League of Nations. I don't see them lasting long anyway. Because I see eventually Del Rio splitting off with Barrett leaving in the summer. And Del Rio I see splitting off like he did with Zeb Coulter. And Sheamus probably the same thing, splitting off. Because when you look at it, the one who gets pinned the whole time is either Barrett or Rusev anyway. So this match will probably be a 3-star match just because the New Day's in it and they're going to have one of the biggest reactions of the night. Probably the biggest reaction behind Taker and Shane. But yeah, it's going to be a decent match because we already know the New Day, they're probably the most over team in history since the Hardys, Dudleys, and Edge and Christian. That's dating back to the Attitude Era. So yeah, decent match. Okay, and the one I see winning, I see the League winning both ways. If it's not for the tag team titles or if it is for the tag team titles, I see League winning both ways. Looks like WWE's keen on having League of Nations just be that dominant faction. Remember, New Day's beating every tag team ranging from the Primetime Players to the Ascension to the Usos to Lucha Dragons, hell, to the Matadors, the Dudleys. They're beating them all except they have beaten the League, but not like they've beaten every other team. So yeah, that's that. Next match, we're going to have Brock Lesnar versus Dean Ambrose in the no-holds-barred street fight. Now that match probably, like the Divas match, will steal the show. Divas match is going to steal it for it's just that it's a Divas title match and it's going to be like a great wrestling match. This one's going to steal it for its all-out brutality. And I predict in this match there will be blood because we've seen Lesnar bleed just from Undertaker hitting him with an elbow at SummerSlam. So I see Lesnar bleeding. Here's how I see it happen. I see this match probably going to Dean Ambrose. because they really don't want. I believe they wouldn't want to have him get destroyed by Lesnar. Ambrose will probably win due to Barbie. I see this. The two weapons that he used that he's been given by Terry Funk and Mick Foley. The chainsaw, I see him trying to use it. Lesnar takes it, probably breaks it in half because in WWE he's not human, and probably suplexes into the crowd. The barbed bat, I see it being used on Ambrose and Lesnar. That's probably what's gonna bust Lesnar open. I see table spots. The announce tables are fucked. You already know. Odds are two. If they're doing the three tables, odds are two or three, or all of them are getting destroyed. Yeah. So I see Ambrose winning, but it's probably not going to happen. It's probably going to be Lesnar winning, probably F5ing him on Barbie or something. Or maybe Ambrose hits dirty deeds on Barbie. Either way, Barbie's going to be in the finish. Maybe Ambrose bleeds, but Lesnar will be bleeding. And so this one will probably be a 4-star match just for the sheer brutality. And I believe this is Ambrose's first singles match at Mania. So yeah. So it's going to go one or two ways. Either Ambrose hitting dirty deeds on Barbie or Lesnar F5ing him on Barbie or through a table. So either way. So yeah, that's really the two ways it's going to go. Want Ambrose to win, but probably go to Lesnar because he's lost 2 straight pay-per-views already. The Rumble and Fastlane. Okay, next we have on this list is the awaited Hell in a Cell match for between Undertaker and Shane McMahon himself. This one will probably be the longest match of the night because the last time Taker was in Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania was WrestleMania 28, where he and Triple H went at it for damn near an hour. That was the absolute match of the night. Now this one's going to be a fun match. Going to be great. I see probably blood in this one because when Taker said to McMahon, to Vince, I believe about a month ago, said, your son's blood will be on your hands. So probably either Taker or Shane or both will bleed, but not a lot, maybe just enough. And now this one, this one is for if Shane McMahon wins, he gets control of Raw and WWE. If Taker loses, Shane wins, his career, he's done. And I see this one going one of like 2 to 3 ways. First way is Undertaker wins cleanly and sends Shane McMahon out the door, so next year we can get the dream match of John Cena versus Taker. Shane wins cleanly, thus getting rid of Taker and getting control of Raw and technically the WWE. Or, the third way, Shane still wins, gets rid of Taker, but he wins not clean. He wins by turning heel. His father comes in trying to get rid of Shane. Vince gets involved trying to get rid of Shane. Shane gets rid of Vince. Taker has him, but then we see like the Balor Club or something like that. Someone interferes on Shane's half to get rid of Taker. And Taker loses. Shane gets rid of him. And probably beforehand we see Shane jump off the damn cell because Shane can't resist jumping off of things. Just watch SummerSlam and Backlash 2000. SummerSlam 2000, Backlash 2001, and Unforgiven 2003, and you'll see what I mean with Shane. So yeah, it's going to be a great match. I give it, it's probably going to be a 5-star, probably, because, Shane McMahon and Taker are both mid-40s and up. Shane hasn't competed in WWE since 2009, where he went up against, I believe it was Orton, and Orton probably punted his head off. So it's going to be a great match. That's probably going to be the match of the night. So here we are, main event time. We have Roman Reigns, who's probably going to get the biggest boo ever. He's going to get booed out the arena regardless of how he's been cheered lately, but he's still going to get booed against Triple H for the WWE title. This is going to go one way. This is probably the most predictable main event in WrestleMania history, but Reigns wins, becomes a 3-time champion, basically kicking Triple H out the door of Raw with Shane. But I don't see Roman Reigns winning cleanly. If Shane McMahon beats Undertaker in one of the 2 scenarios, Shane McMahon will interfere in the match, basically turning him heel, putting Triple H over, turning Reigns heel in the process, taking the title from him, kicking him off Raw, and probably sending him to SmackDown. Where Roman Reigns, and it's probably going to be like where Triple H hits the pedigree, Shane McMahon, who's now the new boss of Raw, comes out, takes the referee, basically distracting the referee, and he can't do nothing because Shane is now the new authority figure for Raw. and technically WWE. Triple H goes after Shane. Shane low, throws the referee down. Shane low blows Triple H. Triple H gets hit with the Superman punch and then hit with the spear, thus turning him heel and Shane, putting Triple H's face. And the show ends with Shane McMahon holding Roman Reigns' hand up as the new champion. Even though Shane McMahon said, well, guys who have no talent gets all the spotlight, and the guys who have talent doesn't get the spotlight. But I got a plan for something. I have a different theory that's gonna happen in the video I hope to have up by Wednesday. So that's how WrestleMania is gonna be. It's gonna be a good show. Probably gonna be not to the level of a WrestleMania 17, 19, 28, 26. Probably gonna be to the level of a WrestleMania 20, 21. Like a good show, but a very good show. Not great, but very good. Very watchable. So I get the whole show. I'm probably going to get maybe a 3.5 star rating. It's going to have great matches, but it's going to be remembered for all the wrong reasons: the injuries and Roman Reigns. So this is probably be Taker's last Mania, and yeah, that's really much it for my WrestleMania predictions. I predict it being a good show. Matches are going to be from terrible, the Divas match, to great, being Taker versus Shane, the title match. But yeah, it'll be a very good show, so thank you guys for watching. And as I said, I hope to Wednesday having a video up, and here's a little sneak peek what it's going to be. If Shane wins at Mania and they do the brand split where he controls Raw, and Triple H controls SmackDown, my video is going to be how I think WWE should book the brand split, how they should split the roster, and who goes where. So yeah, tune in Wednesday for that. So thank you guys for watching, and I will hopefully see you Wednesday. Goodbye.